When we begin our journey of employment, we are often limited by the world around us, a world that has been designed from the beginning to create good employees, obedient taxpayers, and a loyal voter base. They start the programming of the matrix in elementary school by only teaching you what suits the narratives they have created by the people at the very top of society. I never truly fit in. Growing up in poverty, I was always observing the world around me. I was a terrible student, soldier, and employee, which, when looking back, I feel was actually a blessing in disguise. One could say that the attempted programming of the Matrix didn't stick in my mind, which has allowed me to see the world from a different perspective, for what it really is. I started working out of high school for a company who looked at me as nothing more than a warm body and a pulse who can accomplish a task and to make the company profits, essentially. They never actually cared about my coworkers and I. Their priorities was making money for the owner and shareholders of the company. They could care less that I couldn't pay my bills, barely cover my rent, and was dodging the repo man for not only my car, but my washer and dryer too. It got so hard financially for me to survive that I had to volunteer for my second deployment to Kuwait, leaving my daughter behind to live with my dad for a year since her mother was absent. When I got home, I decided it was time to work for myself. So I did what society told me. I went to college to learn about what I wanted to do, which was business management, and to become a contractor. It didn't take me long until I eventually learned that there was nothing that the college could teach me that I couldn't figure out myself, even if it's the hardest way possible, which is how I roll. Amazingly enough, I managed to run, operate, and evolve my business for 9 years now. During this time, I have been working on figuring out the next step to scale my business from the one-man show that it always has been into something that has the capability to change the world. Observing how people around me conduct business, the good, the bad, and the ugly. One day I got a call from a buddy of mine who was doing $2 to $3 million in sales per year for 14 years at one of the larger companies in town, who I used to work for. They decided that he was a disposable line item that didn't fit their budget. After years of playing by the rules of the Matrix, he was chewed up and spit out. It was the next week where I had the epiphany brought to me by God himself. He showed me what to do and how to do it. From that moment on, I have been on the warpath to making this epiphany reality. With unwavering faith that God knows what he's doing, trusting that this is his plan for me, which can be summarized with one simple sentence: show the world how to do what I have done, using my experience and God-given creativity to free the world from the Matrix. The way I intend to accomplish this is a seemingly impossible task is one step at a time. Currently, we are building and evolving the new business model to benefit everyone involved by offering our salespeople an opportunity to make commissions on every project sold, while still being competitive in the market. We have started this using fencing since it's what my team and I know best. The plan is to use subcontracted labor to install the projects we sell. This is not a new way of doing business, but it's in the execution where we differentiate from the norm. Each of our salespeople will be making a commission on every project sold and completed. The average profit will be roughly 20% of every project. That will be split in 3 shares: the commission for the salesperson, the business operating expenses, and what I lovingly call the lion's share, which is my portion of the profits. This might sound a little greedy, but let me explain. Obviously, I have to pay my bills too, but with what's left, I will use to create more dedicated subcontractors, helping the average Joe to start and run their own businesses, which will allow anyone who is qualified to do the work an opportunity to start their own legacy for their families, instead of helping the boss's family get wealthy off your skilled labor. We will pay all the upfront costs to get you legal to work, and show you the correct places to get funding for what you need, which is a truck and tools. Then we will send you a steady stream of work that our sales team sells. Your average profit will be $1,000 a day or more, which is dependent on the size of the project. You will also have a team of professionals who truly want to see you succeed, and will move mountains to ensure your success. We all will be actively helping each other as separate business entities to ensure the ultimate success and survival of each other's livelihood. After all, 20% of small businesses fail in the first year, 50% by the 5th year, and 70% by the 10th year, according to Google. With those odds, the risks of failure are much too high for most people. By standing together, I feel we can change those odds in our favor. What we are essentially working on creating is a foolproof way for anyone who is qualified to start a business. Although we are starting with the fence industry in Portland, Oregon, the plan is to find local sales professionals in all industries nationwide. Then help the qualified installation individuals to start a business for themselves, with work supplied by our sales team, perpetuating this cycle until every person who is qualified and willing is able to build their own legacy for their own families. The greatest part is when you are seeking one of the many services we will eventually be offering, you as the customer will know that your purchase will stay in your neighborhood, helping a small business to start and thrive in your area, helping a neighbor to do something they never thought they could do. Or, of course, you could hire the competition, and that's perfectly fine. But you'll know that all you're doing is helping some rich guy get richer off the backs of your friends, families, and neighbors. I say, let's work together and help raise each other up. I just want to see you win. Today, I begin with fence. Tomorrow, we reach for the stars, as we were always intended to do.